I have been with my partner for 7 years and I'm 29 already. So in Vietnam, it is pretty uncommon that we are not having a child yet. Many of the Vietnamese people that I know are asking me, when will I become a mom? And I always tell them that probably I will wait for some more years. So today, let's talk about motherhood from a perspective of Vietnamese women. I mean, I'm not a mother, so I only can tell you my opinion from what I observed. So today, to be fair, I have invited a mom. Here is my sister.
Hi, everyone.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Uyen's sister. I am the third child in the family. And now I am living with my husband and my 1-year-old son.
Let's dive into the first questions already. So when you get pregnant, did you have any pressure to have a son? Or is it doesn't matter what kind of gender can you have? Because my mom has 4 children and they're all daughters, and she got a lot of pressure from the society up until this point. And then all of my other sisters, they have like 4 kids at that point and they're all daughters. So our family is just like a daughter's family. And so when she got pregnant, actually, the whole family, like my parents, were secretly hoping that she could have a son to like go on with the bloodline.
In Vietnam in general, son will live with the parent when they get old. Also, the responsibility taking care of parent belong to the son. In my case, I think my parent and my parent-in-law have that pressure, but they didn't tell me.
My other sisters in total have 4 kids, right? So whenever they call my mom and announce the gender of the kids, it's like, okay. And then tear was like going out of her eyes and everything. Not because she's not gonna love the niece, she just said for my sister that they cannot have a son.
I recognize that when I just announced them about, yeah, my first child will be a son. And they are extremely happy.
Yeah, she didn't hide her happiness when she heard that my sister's gonna have a son. They was really, really happy. A bit too much. But I feel like being a man in Vietnam have a lot of privilege, and being a woman, you feel like you are underprivileged, underqualified for a lot of things just because you're a woman. So I wouldn't want to see my daughter suffer like that. So that is the reason I could kind of understand why people want a son so bad here. What aspect of motherhood surprised you the most? Like you did not expect for this. Like you think about it this way, and then when you have a kid, it turned out other way.
Breast milk. Wow, that is super shock to me too. I think this is natural. This is normal. But to me,
my sister has a bit of problem to breastfeed her child because they have a lot of like milk clog on her breast. But in Vietnam, when you have that, you even have a doula or like a professional milk breast massage. And you can hire them and they can like massage your breast for days.
It's really hard.
It's super painful. They was like squeezing it. And then we have a lot of like Vietnamese tradition for that too. Like you cook hot rice and then you just put the whole hot rice into your breast.
You know, she used a comb.
A comb?
And
did she comb your breast?
Yeah, she combed my breast for the first day after C-section.
Did it work?
A little bit.
Okay.
Even Uyen bought me a massage.
Oh yeah, the Western approach. Like a real machine massage.
Yeah, also I drink some medicine too. But it's still very hard to me.
So, during pregnancy, was there any tradition, Vietnamese tradition, that you need to follow to keep the babies healthy and like to make sure that the labor is gonna go smoothly?
Firstly, in Vietnam, we think if you drink the coconut water, your kids will be whiter. And this fact is true because I drink a lot of coconut water during 9 months of pregnancy. My kid have a lot of black hair and his skin is whiter than his parents.
Okay.
And you cannot go to a funeral.
Yeah, because they think that the funeral place gonna give bad energy to the baby.
And also, you cannot eat something not good for the baby, like quả cà là gì?
Eggplant, the tiny Vietnamese eggplant.
And some food, but I don't remember.
Okay, I think I interviewed the wrong person. Actually, my sister is not a very common case in Vietnam too, because she had her first child when she was 32, which is extremely old for Vietnamese standard. So before you got pregnant, did you have any pressure from the family and the society?
Actually, I got married quite late too, at 29 years old. And at my age in Vietnam, the woman already finished the first giving birth. So I have a lot of pressure from people from the society, like people not very close to me, but they always ask me, what is your plan for giving birth? Why are you still no kid after 3 years of getting married? I just answer that I just enjoy the husband and wife life before having a kid.
So when you give birth to the baby, do you have to follow any traditions after that for the first month also?
Someone will prepare for me a pinnacle in the hot pot, and I have to walk over the pot 3 times before get into the house.
So you get a C-section and you're so tired and you have to walk over a burning coal for luck.
Not just only for luck, to prevent all of the not good air from outside to your house, to protect you and your kid. And for the first month, my mother always asked me, you cannot have bath.
She doesn't let her shower for a month. In Vietnam, it is very common that during the first month, you're not allowed to shower at all. I think the reason for it is that back in like 100 years ago, the hygiene situation is super bad. So when you give birth and then you have to go to a river to shower, it's just like you're gonna get a lot of germs into like your body and it's difficult to fight back. So that's why they say just don't shower at all until like a month. But now it's just not a problem.
Even my doctor said that I can have a bath. And I asked him to tell that with my mom, but she still refused. Okay.
So you were dirty for a month?
Actually, just only 5 days.
Okay. You secretly shower.
We have a very common tradition in Vietnam for the first month baby. That's the first time we can cut our baby hair.
What, really? Some of my nieces, when they got born, their hair is like this, right? I think her baby is super like hairy too, and you have to wait for a month to cut it?
Yes, but actually that's a winter time, so okay. Hurry to cut the old hair.
Okay, and we also have to prepare a lot of like food and like flowers and things to offer to the godmother. We have like a godmother that we praying for, and
the mother, we believe that protect our child from the belly till the first year. So that mother will teach our baby can smile, can cry, know everything. So we believe in her.
So since you became a mother, who has been your biggest supporter in your daily life?
My mom, my mother-in-law, and my husband. They cook, they clean the house, so I still have enough time to recovery.
I don't know, like I see my mom taking care of like 5 grandkids at that point, and it's always super hard because she's at home all the time with the kid alone, and she have to take care of the kids from the morning to the evening. So it's like a full-time job. And sometimes I wish my mom would be a bit more selfish to just be like, you guys, I don't know, find a solution. I need to go home. I'm tired. But she never do that. That is one of the reasons that I have a lot of concern, because if I get pregnant in Germany and give birth in Germany, then it will be just me and my husband to take care of the baby, because his parents is German, and I think they would help, but they wouldn't be like living with us, staying up with us to take care of the baby. They would take care of the baby for 1 or 2 hours because they have their own life, which I understand. And my parents is in Vietnam, and I just don't want to bring her to Germany because I feel like Germany is just too boring and cold and lonely for her. If you want to hire a nanny, it's gonna be extremely expensive in Germany. So I feel like normally young parents in Germany take care of the children by themselves, and I just don't know if I can do it.
Yes, in Vietnam, it's a very normal that your mom and your mother-in-law taking care of your kids.
So let's talk about work and career. If you guys don't know, my sister has a very big career. I wouldn't gonna tell you guys, but I'm very proud of her. And that's why she was very busy until she's like 32 or something. But how has become a mother affect your career? I mean, I guess being a woman in Vietnam, having such a high position is already super stressful and 10 times harder than being a man in the same position already, and now you became a mother. How hard is it?
When I get pregnant, firstly about the time I cannot spend 100% my focus time on working. And the second thing, if I want to have a good career at the same time become a good mom, it is really difficult.
I still find it's crazy that she had a C-section and then she go back to work after 30 days. And
That's quite crazy.
it was crazy. And then she started
I go
working,
to work. Yeah, I go to work till the last day of the
last day?
pregnancy. Yeah, the last day. That last day, I go to the hospital.
Okay.
And I have a C-section, and I spend 5 days at the hospital. I went back home, and after 1 month, I go back to work as normal because that's the craziest time in the companies.
I just find it's crazy that whenever I go to any job interview, they always ask me if I have a boyfriend and do I plan to have kids soon and when will I plan to have kids. They will not just take a no for an answer. They would just like force you so that you can give them an answer. And a lot of company, when you get in, there are like rules, but it's not like super, they're not written rules, but like in the first 2 years when you're in the company, you cannot have kids or you get fired. I had a boss who was really, really career focused. She has 2 child. She was like, wait until the last day to give birth as well. She worked until the last day and she come back super early, just like my sister. And she's like a very, very successful woman. And people were like talking about her like, wow, she's good, but what about her child? She never see her child. Like, what kind of mother is that? You cannot satisfy them. As a woman, you have to be a good mom, have a good career, a devoted employee.
You should earn money enough to for the family.
Exactly. Have to be a good wife as well to make your husband happy. Have to be a good daughter-in-law. But like, you don't need to be a good daughter. Something like that, right? Because like now your parents are not as important as all of the above already.
Yeah.
Do you have any support from the government? Because in Germany, if you have kids, you have money from the government every month, like 300, 400 euros. Study is free. Healthcare is, I think, kind of free for the kid. What about Vietnam? Do you have any support?
If you have a public insurance in Vietnam, you get the support from the government when you give birth at a public hospital. But if you give birth in a private hospital, in some case, you have to pay all the fee. And all the kids who was born here will get the free vaccination maybe for the first year. But we don't have the support like money or the nanny or maybe other thing like other country.
I feel like having a kid in Vietnam is really expensive. Like milk, for example. Formula milk is such a hot topic in Vietnam because when you buy it over here, sometimes you're afraid that it's not real. So you would ask friends or like if anyone could like buy you some milk from Western country, and those was really expensive too. Also, like let's talk about education.
Yeah.
Because like most of the Vietnamese who has kind of like money, who is not considered themselves poor, they would try to put their kid into like a good private, what is it called?
Yeah, private school or international school.
Yeah. How much? She tried to put her kid into a international school some weeks ago. And how much did they cost you for a year?
The tuition fee is from 6 to 7,000 US dollar for the first year. It will be more expensive for the next year.
And it's just like from 9 to 3 p.m., right?
Yeah, from 9 to 3 p.m. But the parents still at work.
Yeah.
How can we do?
I met a lot of traditional Vietnamese parents, especially the older times. They think that the main reason to have kids is for taking care of them when they go to the old age. I kind of understand because normally your family, your kid will be the people who take care of you when you reach the old age, not the nursing home, not the government. So you kind of need kids, otherwise who's gonna take care of you, right? Do you have that expectation that your kids should take care of you when you're getting old, and that's the reason you have kids as well?
No, this is not my reason to have a kid. Because I think even now I cannot take care of my parents. I cannot live with them. Not just only me, all of us live far away from home, and we cannot leave everything behind and come back home to stay to take care of my parents every day. So that's why I don't have that kind of expectation on my kid. When he grow up, he can go everywhere he wants. We already have a plan. Now just earn money and we spend money for our own life. After retirement, we can go everywhere and we try to live together as long as we can.
Hello, as you can see, I'm back in Germany and I have short hair now. It is because I forgot to film the ending with my sister when we were together. I was surprised to see how good she can speak English. I mean, the lady never speak that much English when I was around. Where did she learn that? If you want to talk about my sister under the comment section, please be nice because she's very shy, and if you see someone like being a bit critical, I don't think she would ever dare to show up on my channel ever again. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!